Have you ever looked up at the night sky and wondered, are we alone in the universe? Well, what if I told you that scientists have just uncovered signs of potential life on a distant planet? How mind-blowing is that? Today we're diving into one of the most exciting discoveries yet, an exoplanet 124 light-years away that might just hold the key to answering one of humanity's biggest questions. Could this be the breakthrough we've been waiting for? Stay tuned, because this discovery might change everything we know about life beyond Earth. The search for life beyond Earth. Hey, explorers, imagine this. You're looking up at the night sky wondering if we're truly alone out here. Pretty mind-boggling, right? Well, recent discoveries have shaken the foundations of that thought, making the question more relevant than ever. Just recently, scientists might have found signs of life on an exoplanet, one that's 124 light-years away. The discovery was made possible by the powerful James Webb Space Telescope, and the implications? Huge. This isn't just another space mission where we find a planet with a similar atmosphere. No, this one could actually hold the key to something far more incredible, proof that life exists elsewhere in the universe. In today's video, we're diving deep into the findings, exploring what they mean for us here on Earth, and discussing how this discovery is changing everything we thought we knew about life beyond our planet. Could this be the first step toward answering one of humanity's biggest questions? Are we truly alone? Keep watching because you're about to join me on a journey that could alter the way we look at our place in the cosmos forever. Meet K2-18b, the ocean-covered exoplanet. Alright, let's talk about the star of the show, K2-18b. K2-18b is what scientists call a Hycean world. You might be wondering, what does that mean? Well, this planet is covered in oceans and the atmosphere is rich in hydrogen, an exciting combo when you're looking for life. It's located in the habitable zone of its star, meaning it's the perfect distance to possibly support liquid water, which we know is essential for life. Think about it, liquid water on another planet. Mind-blowing, right? Now here's where it gets even more intriguing. K2-18b is very different from our own Earth in many ways. Despite being about 8.6 times larger than Earth, it shares some crucial characteristics with planets we could actually live on. The real kicker? This exoplanet is a prime candidate for future missions to explore life beyond Earth. Imagine what kind of secrets it could reveal about the universe and our search for extraterrestrial life. The excitement of discovering a planet with these kinds of conditions is that it pushes the boundaries of what we thought was possible. And trust me, we've only just begun. Stay with me because the best part is yet to come. The role of the James Webb Space Telescope. Alright, let's talk about the tech that made this discovery possible. The James Webb Space Telescope. If you haven't heard of it yet, let me introduce you to the most powerful space telescope ever built. Think of it as the Hubble telescope's cooler, more advanced cousin capable of seeing farther into space and with a level of detail we've never had before. Imagine having a pair of super-powered binoculars that can pick out the tiniest details on distant planets. JWST is like that, but on a cosmic scale. Thanks to JWST, scientists were able to analyze the light coming from K2-18b's atmosphere. This wasn't just a quick look, the telescope meticulously studied the light as it passed through, revealing a wealth of information about the planet's composition. JWST detected the presence of molecules like water vapor, methane, and hold on, Dimethyl sulfide, a compound linked to biological processes here on Earth. The beauty of JWST is in its precision. It can look deep into the atmospheres of distant planets, helping us detect signatures of life from millions of miles away. It's like being able to read a book from a planet light-years away. So when you hear life beyond Earth, you're hearing the results of years of hard work and technological brilliance. The JWST is rewriting what we thought was possible in space exploration. The discovery of dimethyl sulfide. Hold on to your seats because this is where things get seriously interesting. One of the most exciting discoveries from JWST's analysis of K2-18b's atmosphere is the detection of dimethyl sulfide, or DMS. Now what does that mean? Well, on Earth, DMS is produced by tiny organisms in our oceans, like phytoplankton. It's one of those substances that's essentially a biological byproduct, something that nature produces when life is present. And guess what? It was detected on K2-18b. Why is this a big deal? DMS is a potential biosignature, basically a chemical fingerprint of life. It's not something you typically find in non-living processes. On Earth, it's linked to the activity of marine life. So finding it on K2-18b opens up the tantalizing possibility that similar life forms maybe not exactly like what we know on Earth, but life nonetheless, could be thriving on this distant planet. But before we all get too excited, let's remember while this is an incredible find, DMS could also be produced by non-biological processes. Scientists are still working to understand all the factors at play. But make no mistake, this discovery is a major step toward answering one of the biggest questions humanity has ever asked. Could K218b be harboring life? Well, this finding says maybe. What does this mean for the search for life? So, what does all of this mean for the search for life beyond Earth? Well, this discovery of DMS on K218b is a game changer. While we still can't say for sure that life exists on this exoplanet, the evidence is compelling enough to make scientists sit up and take notice. If this is indeed a biological signature, it would be the strongest evidence we've found so far that we're not alone in the universe. And that, my friends, is huge. But here's the kicker. We've been searching for life in the universe for centuries, but finding definitive proof has always been elusive. This detection doesn't just throw a lifeline to the idea of extraterrestrial life, it actually fuels the fire of possibility. Imagine, after all this time, being able to say that we've discovered potential life, not just on another moon or comet, but on an actual planet, one that could be incredibly similar to Earth in many ways. This finding doesn't just get us closer to answering that age-old question, are we alone? It opens up new avenues for exploration, forcing us to rethink our criteria for what constitutes life. Maybe it's not as rare as we thought, but let's be clear, we're not popping champagne just yet. The discovery of DMS might be a sign, but we need more evidence to make a conclusive statement. The hunt continues, and this finding gives us the momentum we need to push further into space. The next few years of research are going to be electrifying. The future is closer than ever. Implications for humanity. Now let's take a moment to consider the bigger picture. If we confirm that life exists on K218b, it would completely shake up how we see ourselves and our place in the universe. For centuries, humanity has grappled with the question of whether we're alone, and every new discovery that points to the existence of life beyond Earth brings us closer to understanding that we might not be. It's a humbling thought, isn't it? The idea that there could be other beings with their own civilizations, maybe even their own versions of us out there. But it's not just about the wow factor. If life really exists elsewhere, it opens up a whole new chapter in science. Think about how biology might be different on a planet with an ocean and a hydrogen-rich atmosphere. How would life adapt? Could organisms thrive in extreme environments that we once thought were inhospitable? What if life on other planets doesn't even resemble anything we know here on Earth? This could change the course of medicine, technology, and even our philosophy about life and existence. And it doesn't end there. The discovery of life elsewhere would challenge many of our societal, religious, and cultural views. It would ask us to redefine what we know about life, consciousness, and our place in the vast, mysterious universe. One thing's for sure, it would forever alter how we see the stars and our understanding of life itself. Future missions and research. Alright, let's look ahead. What comes next in this incredible journey of discovery? Well folks, while K218b is exciting, we're just getting started. This finding is only the tip of the iceberg, and the road ahead is paved with more questions and more missions to uncover the truth about life beyond Earth. The James Webb Space Telescope is already scheduled for more observations, and future missions are going to follow in its footsteps. One exciting prospect is the upcoming missions to explore other Hycean planets, worlds like K218b, which have the potential to harbor liquid water and life. Scientists are looking for planets with similar conditions to K218b, hoping to catch more signs of life in the vast ocean of space. We could also see missions to collect atmospheric samples from these planets, which would give us a closer look at their chemical makeup, biological markers, and more. And let's not forget the advancements in technology. The next generation of telescopes like the Nancy Grace Roman Space Telescope could bring us even closer to discovering the truth about alien life. These tools will allow us to study the atmospheres of exoplanets with greater precision, looking for biosignatures that could hint at life. The search for life is far from over, and this discovery is the beginning of an exciting era in space exploration. The future is bright, and who knows, the next big breakthrough could be just around the corner. Let's keep our eyes on the stars because the universe still holds many secrets waiting to be uncovered. And there you have it! The possibility of life beyond Earth is no longer just a dream, it's becoming a reality. What do you think? Could we really find life out there? Or is it just wishful thinking? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the universe's greatest mysteries, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more mind-blowing discoveries. Until next time, keep looking up, and stay curious about the cosmos. This is Space Facts, and the universe is waiting to be explored.